He says, what can be done to prevent my family to be harmed again from co-parent? Could you file a restraining order against her because of the false accusation and brainwashing our child? That's a very common question. There's been a false allegation. How do we prevent any future false allegations? A common question is, can we prevent her from going to the cops or calling CPS? You can't. I've seen judges litigate that. I've seen people ask judges to make that order that the co-parent not contact CPS or the cops. I've only seen it twice. Both times the judges are like, are you crazy? No way. You've got all sorts of problems there. I don't know if you've ever seen that, Chris.
I don't get that many cases where somebody's being accused of sexual molestation. And so it's hard to figure out how to present yourself when somebody, or protect yourself when somebody's making false allegations, either to the police or to CPS or CWS or, any of that stuff. It's just hard to do. What I do have coming up almost in every case, and I talk to my clients about this in every case, and most of them don't ever follow my advice on this, is if you think, or I think, that you're in a high conflict case and there's going to be problems at the visitation exchanges, record them with a video camera, not on your phone, because the phone always has a tendency to turn itself off at the wrong time. And if you get one of those wearable ones like the cops use all the time, and you're behaving yourself at a visitation exchange and the other party comes up and screaming, yelling, threatening to kill you and all that sort of stuff, and then, of course, when you go to the court asking for a restraining order, they say, oh, I didn't do that. And you go, oh, wait a minute, let's watch the video. I mean, that's real powerful evidence, both for offense and for defense. Because usually when, somebody says they didn't do it, they always come back and say, hey, that person did it to me. They're the ones. And, when you get two plaintiffs or two petitioners asking for a restraining order against each other, and there's no witnesses and there's no video and there's no audio, it is real difficult for the judge to get the right answer. I'm not saying they don't get the right answer. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but you're certainly not making their job easy. But if you show up in court and you say, when did that person attack me? Oh, let's watch the video. And then the judge starts watching the video of that day. Okay, it's not what you claim it is.
Yeah, the best way to protect your family members is for everyone to keep very good records as to every contact that they have with the co-parent and with your.
But for something like this, where she's accusing the grandfather of sexually molesting a kid, I can't think of a way to protect yourself.
Any contact. So if the kid goes to Christmas, at the aunt's house or something, there should always be multiple adults around. And they should keep records as to everything. What time did he get there? What time did he leave? You
can't prove it, though. How do you prove that, one of the family members didn't spend 5 minutes alone with the child during a 10-hour-long Thanksgiving dinner?
You might not be able to, but he's asking, what do you do? The best you can do is just document everything. I don't know what else you can do besides that.
And it may not be good enough. I've had a couple of great cases where people actually did follow my advice and had that video, and boy, it's fun watching the other side scream when they realize that they're the ones that are being found totally in the wrong by the judge because of the video that shows exactly what that person was doing.
Yeah. And then once you just keep track of these records, any documentation you have, you just keep it. And in the event at some point in the future, if another allegation arises that's a false allegation, now you have these records, these videos, or these a calendar. Some people will keep a calendar and write down any interaction that they have with the child and what time and who was there and where was it. And you just keep it. keep all the documentation going back from now until forever.